Hey, what's going on guys, Camon here and welcome back to the channel. I've been testing the Tecno Camon 11 Pro for about a month now, used it as my backup device and then eventually switched things up to it being my daily driver for a while. Today I bring to you a review of the Camon 11 Pro, the reasons I love this device, and some little quirks I've found annoying about the smartphone in as short as possible time. So without taking much of your time, yo guys, let's get started. If you'd want to find out what comes out of the box with the Camon 11 Pro, I'll have a link to the unboxing video we made in the past in the description box below. Basically, I feel the Tecno Camon 11 Pro is the Camon X given a refresh. Here Tecno decided to take some things from the predecessor they felt could be better and took them up a notch. Yeah, speaking of notches, this is the first device from the brand that joined Notch City, and it could come as a plus for design to some, while others might find it appalling. I'm actually indifferent in that regard, and in fact, the one thing that it has going on for it is its design. And that's the first thing that caught my attention when I first opened the box. The Camon 11 Pro has one of the best designs as far as Tecno devices are concerned in my opinion. There hasn't been a place I pulled out this device out of my pocket that I wasn't asked what smartphone it was, especially because of the gradient at the back. Though the device is made of plastic, it so looks premium that people mistake the gloss finish at a rare for glass. It's lightweighted, relatively thin, and looks amazing. As far as design is concerned, I give the Camon 11 Pro an 8 out of 10 with the price tag in view. Moving over to the display, you have a 6.2-inch HD Plus display. Now the major reason there's a downgrade to a 720p display from the Full HD in the Camon X isn't quite clear, but most likely this was done to save battery life. I would have preferred a larger battery instead and a better display, but obviously that would have come at a cost. You'd have a bulkier device with a battery size more than 3750 mAh we have on this device, so I see what they did there. The display isn't the worst in the world, but also it isn't the best. The notch at the other hand, which houses the front-facing 24-megapixel camera, stands in the way for some apps, and thank goodness there's an option to turn off the notch if you are like me. Speaking of cameras, you no longer get the normal mode as that has been renamed the AI mode. I took a lot of photos with the Camon 11 Pro and realized a few basic facts about this device. You'd get pretty good looking photos in well-lit environments. In fact, I ran a blind test amongst a couple of friends where I took same photo with the iPhone X, Galaxy S8 Plus, the Infinix Note 5 stylus, the iPhone 7 Plus, and the Camon 11 Pro, and to my surprise, most of them picked the photo from the Camon 11 Pro. Now I guess the reason being that the photos coming off this device are really saturated and really exposed. The front-facing camera on the other hand was quite detailed, but the bokeh mode was something that literally killed me. I mean, at that price range of about 76,000 naira or a little over $200, I wasn't expecting the iPhone level portrait mode, but this phone's portrait mode or bokeh mode seemed to be over ambitious and had things going south. I mean, see how sharp the image looked and it blurred out parts of my face. I hope it's something that can be fixed in an update from Tecno. Other than that, you have a decent camera which will get most people to love its photos, especially when taken in well-lit conditions. Performance is yet another thing I loved this phone for. When I say I love the performance, I'm not trying to say it's on the level of the high-end Snapdragon processors on flagship devices from last year, but then it could take on a considerable amount of beating. You have a 64GB storage, a 6GB RAM running on the MediaTek Helio P22 octa-core processor powered device. Also, you have Android 8.1 Oreo and iOS right on the device. The RAM management was quite efficient and impressive. So let's get down to the little things I disliked about the Camon 11 Pro. The first thing I think I disliked on this device is the 720 display. I mean, if you asked me, the Camon 11 Pro is nicely designed and houses specs that makes it a pretty smartphone to buy. But slapping a 720p display on this device would be a deal breaker, especially for those who are coming from the high-end OLEDs. This might not be the case for everyone out there, but like I earlier said, this also has its upsides as it helps you save on your battery life. Another thing I tend not to understand is the fact that most mid-range devices implement the notch yet with large bezels. I mean, the obvious reason you have the notch is to show more of the screen at the front. So why the large bezels and the notch also? One more thing I didn't really like all through my usage of this device was iOS. That's Tecno's default skin on top of Android. I tried to stick to iOS all through my test of the smartphone, which was unlike me, and it really felt like something was wrong. Thank goodness it's Android and one can throw in a launcher. If I had to redo this, I'll stick to Nova Launcher instead. Other than those, the Camon 11 Pro is a pretty decent smartphone that can handle most tasks you throw at it, including playing relatively memory-intensive games, and most of all, it is an amazing beauty to behold. Is the Camon 11 Pro worth an upgrade if you already own the Camon X Pro? Obviously, if you had some extra cash and don't mind flipping devices in a short while, the beauty is definitely worth it. But if you don't care about the design, then you can stick to the former. And there you have it, my thoughts and review of the Camon 11 Pro. If you did love this video, kindly give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and also hit the notification bell icon next to the subscribe button. Are there things you want to ask me about this device? Feel free to let me know in the comments section below, as I'd love to hear from you. Other than that, it's goodbye and I'ma catch you in the next one. Cuídate.